Welcome back to AM Northwest. Do you collect baseball cards, or did you collect baseball cards as a kid? Or maybe you have memorabilia from your favorite sports team. Here to share more about this popular hobby and how it's helping kids, we welcome from the Oregon Sports Collectors Association, Doug DeJong. Good to have you with us, Doug.
Thank you.
First of all, tell me about the association, what you do.
Yeah, OSCA, or the Oregon Sports Collectors Association, was formed just about 5 years ago, a little over, with the idea of promoting the hobby, making it more accessible to kids, and finding a way to partner with the community. So we have partnered with the Rotary Club and Parkrose High School, putting on shows, getting kids an opportunity to come to shows and see what the hobby is all about, and raising money for the schools. We've raised over $40,000 that have gone back to the sports teams, the boys and the girls sports teams, over the last year. So we really enjoy it. And
what happens is you're able to get them pay their fees, buy their uniforms, right?
whatever it's up to them, you know. But last year the boys team was able to go down south and play in Arizona and get some practice in before and play some other teams. So it was really very meaningful to them.
I love it. And so you get together a group of collectors and you put on the show, and people pay admission to come in.
Yep, we charge the vendors for the table, and we charge some admission. We get raffle items donated to us. We are a nonprofit company, so we have some giveaways that we can do. We have a live auction that goes on. We just try to make it a real fun vibe for people to come, and a real diverse group of people selling.
And you can learn all about this big sports figures from the past. Tell me about some of the items you have here. These are baseball cards.
These base cards are king in the sports collecting world, but they're not the only thing. And I collect older vintage cards. So this is one from the early 1900s. It's Obac tobacco. The first things came in tobacco.
Oh,
and
of course,
they
chewing
were,
tobacco.
Chewing tobacco, cigarettes. Then it went into the Cracker Jack, classic, story. But the Cracker Jacks actually had a card
in the
1900s. Then it evolved into the bubble gum that we think of today.
But let me, quick question, like, what would something like that cost?
A card like that, because of its age, it's going to be $100 to $200 just because of that. Some others, like this might be more like $50 or $60.
Okay.
And you can find very affordable things in any era. It just depends on how clean it is.
Now this Babe Ruth card?
Babe Ruth, obviously that's what people think of, the big names. And this is a Babe Ruth card from after his playing days, but still very, very collectible. And anything with Babe Ruth, or those iconic names, Mickey Mantle, become very, very popular. But it really has morphed and changed as the years have gone on. Now the cards oftentimes have inserts, special limited things. This happened to be a insert autograph card that was put into a pack. Not many at all. So people go and they collect the cards, and they have the fun of the chase of that rare card.
Right.
So that's what happens. But it's not just sports cards. I also collect a lot of the non-sports cards. I like the Batman cards.
Oh, love Batman cards. Okay,
Star Wars has become very, very big. Anything that brings people back to their youth, it stirs up that juice again. So we see, and we'll see at the show tomorrow, a lot of Pokemon cards, a lot of the Magic Gathering. So a lot of things, whatever brings people back to their youth, they find enjoyable.
Well, I'm looking at this baseball.
Yeah, my youth, I grew up in Minnesota, and my heroes included the Minnesota Twins, so Harmon Killebrew. Autographs are also big. Cards might be king, but they're not the only thing.
Right.
And autographed items, I got these personally autographed, so they don't have a letter of certificate of authenticity, which is very important for autographs. But since this is just my personal one, and I was there when he signed it, it was very
And that's your authenticity right there.
That's all I need.
Okay, what is this?
This is part of just the incredible, unique world of things. In the 50s, a child would go to a store and get a piece of candy, and they would pay 1 penny. They would push one of those little circles, and it would say something. If it said out, they got a piece of penny candy.
Oh, funny.
But it went all the way up. You can see on the guide, if they got a home run, one of those has home run in it. Then they would get 20 pieces of candy.
Oh, wow.
So we were probably teaching kids to take a gamble even back then. But those are the type of things that just exist, and they're all over the, all over.
Magazines, this is Baseball Digest.
Yes, this is something, older magazines, the giveaways that people collected from the stadiums. The sad thing about this is they're very, very neat, but they don't have the value of cards.
Oh, yeah, sure.
But some wise person told me a long time ago, collect what you like. And
Yeah,
if you're having fun,
if
you're doing
it's
it
a
right.
value to you,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
Okay, a mug.
Stadiums give away all kinds of things, from tickets to, you know, I went to Arrowhead Stadium a while ago. Those are very, very meaningful to the individual, but
Right.
usually not past that. But a lot of times people collect those things and
Yeah.
keep them.
And tickets, I'm noticing tickets.
Ticket
too.
stubs are always very, very popular. However, they almost have to have been at it if they have
An important game, right?
Yes. If you find something that was very historic,
Yeah.
then its value goes way up. World Series tickets, of course, are always important, etc.
Yeah.
But if it's the game you remember going with your family or your father,
Yeah.
it's meaningful to you.
Okay, and then this
That
little
I brought
bobblehead.
just because bobbleheads don't have a whole lot of value, but Russell Wilson actually played baseball 1 year in the minor leagues in Asheville, North Carolina. And I happened to be at a game when they decided to give away a bobblehead of their most famous baseball player, who earned his fame, of course, as a football player.
Yeah.
So it adds a special little meaning living here in the Pacific Northwest.
That's so great, and I know this baseball glove is of meaning to you too.
Yeah,
so-
I brought an example of something that would have meaning to me or something, but nobody else.
Yeah.
Jim McAndrew, that's an autograph model. He was a pitcher for the New York Mets back in the day, actually part of the Miracle Mets.
Yeah.
He didn't have a great career, but I became best friends with a gentleman, and one day he casually mentioned, my uncle
Yeah.
played Major League Baseball. And
How
I said, you're
cool is
kidding.
that? That's cool.
And somehow I found his autograph model baseball glove,
Yeah.
got him to sign it through my friend.
That's so
and
great.
it means the world to me, even though it has no
I totally
collector
understand.
event.
Yeah. So the big event is
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
At Parkrose Middle School.
Okay.
And it's at 9 o'clock till 4. And we have activities and things for the kids, all
Should
kinds
be
of
really
fun stuff.
fun.
Yes.
And all for a good cause. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
You
I
bet.
appreciate
Thank you
it.
for having me.
All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.